We are back with the last of our mini series with Abigail Wald. I have just loved what you've taught us, Abigail. Abigail is the founder of Real Time Parenting. She is the co-host of a popular podcast called Hand in Hand Parenting. And I'm so excited because we've tackled emotions for ourselves and our kids. And now let's talk about Mother's Day. I know it's coming up. And for some of us, this can be a really happy day. And for others, it can feel kind of guilt-ridden or all those things. What is the best gift, Abigail, that we can give ourselves on Mother's Day?
Wow. I think that of all the massages and manicures and all the things that will happen on Mother's Day, right, which are all great and well-deserved, I think what interests me most are the things that last longer than an hour or a week, right? I think that, I've always felt like, oh, I go and I have this nice experience and then it's like I come back and it's like, I'm in it again, So I like the things that truly set me free. So I would say some of the best gifts that we can give ourselves for Mother's Day is like to stop judging yourself as a mother and to stop thinking other mothers and other people are judging you. And while I say that, let me just say, some people are going to judge you. But here's the deal. Some people are going to judge your parenting no matter what you do, no matter what kind of parent you are. So you're going to get judged any which way. So stop caring. Like, truly get in touch with who you are and what's true for your values. And every family is going to have different values. So I don't have one set of values that I think you should hold on to except yours. So I would say that one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself this Mother's Day is to get in touch with your truest values and find out if you're parenting from that place. And sometimes we've got really strong feelings about who, I know for me, I knew what I wanted and I knew what I wanted it to look like, but I didn't know how to get there. I didn't have the skills, the ability to do that, right? So that was why I had to go on my long journey to find that. But and that looks different for everybody, but I would say is do whatever is going to help you live the most authentic life possible. But what I would say is do what's ever going to help you live the most authentic life possible, because authenticity is a huge gift. And when you can get honest with yourself about who you are, who you want to be, and then not only that, because it's not only in the mind, but it's setting actions, creating days that reflect your values, living in a place that reflects your values, creating days and moments on the calendar, day to day, whether that's special time, creating relationships that reflect your values. And that also means not being driven too much by maybe promises you made to yourself as a child. One of the things I work with people when they're going through my 30-day family reset is I take them on a journey where they start with what are their like silent promises they made to themselves as a child, right? So like, I promised that like, oh, we spent every, summer with cousins and it was like the greatest thing ever. And I promise I'm going to give my kids that. It can be positive, but then like, what if you grow up and you don't have cousins for your kid, or you live in a different place and now you feel like you failed your kid, right? And that's hanging over you all the time. And sometimes it can be negative, like I really hated my childhood and I'm going to grow up and my child is never going to feel about me the way that I felt about my child. And suddenly you're in a fight with your child and you're like, how is this
your
happening?
mom or dad's coming out in you.
Yeah. And
if it was a bad experience.
Right. And so in that experience, then those silent promises are still hanging over you. And so those silent promises have value, but we have to learn to separate out the value, like the baby from the bathwater, right? And how are you using those silent promises to cage you and judge yourself? Or are you using them to truly actively build the life that you want to build? And so, again, that's the work I do with parents, but it's like, if you want to figure that out and find whatever you want to do that, that is, I think, truly the best gift you can give yourself for Mother's Day, is to figure out some form of take an hour to sit down and write the things that matter most to you. Why did you even have kids? You know, why do you have a family? What does it mean to be a mother? And then look at your calendar. Are you living that? Are you living that?
Deliberately carve out that time or put things in place so that you can live those values out. And if you're needing a perspective shift or another tool that you're missing, seeking out that for yourself so that you can be the best mom that you want to be.
Yeah, and to not be afraid to ask for help, because we feel like, oh my gosh, I need to do all this on my own, and we don't. I mean, if I had not been able to get help, my family would look so different than it looks today. And it was in reaching out and getting help that I was able to finally become the mother that I feel I really wanted to be. And I feel really great about it. And does it mean I don't have mistakes? Absolutely, right? And I didn't grow up with a mom that exemplified all of that which I wanted to be. I love her dearly, but I had very different ideas about parenthood. And so I felt very much like I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know it in my DNA how to recreate it, because I had to create it, not recreate it.
You weren't modeling something that you had learned. You had to
Yeah.
do something new.
Yeah. And so I thought I had to invent that wheel all on my own. And it turns out I didn't. I needed to find the right mentors who exemplified what it was I wanted, and then learn from them. And then I could then come back and create my version of that. And so it's still mine, right? And so that's what I want for every parent to know, mother, father, everywhere, is that the best thing you can do is set yourself free from your past, realize that you have the opportunity to create your today and your tomorrow all the time. And I don't say that to do pressure. It's okay. You can fail at it, and that's fine. But just know that you've got people that you can ask for help when you are not living that. Because there are people out there who will help you. And you are doing really, truly, I will say one last thing to close, that the work you do on a daily basis, the work you do in how you handle your child putting glue on the walls and how you handle all of this stuff, the mistakes that you make and the times that you rise up, all of that work is critical for everybody. You are not just raising your own little children in a vacuum, and that's what it can feel like as a mother. You can feel so isolated.
Mm-hmm.
The work you're doing is political in nature, and it can be radical, and you can spread love. You can change this world by raising people who are not looking to blame, raising people who are problem solvers, raising people who are full of love, raising people who know to connect and share, by seeing pain as an opportunity for love instead of an opportunity for punishment. You are making a radical political act, and you are changing the world. And your children go to school with my kids, and my kids are going to be in the movie theater with your kids one day. And who knows where everybody winds up in the world. Okay? We do depend on each other. It is a myth that like we can curate our life. We can't. We are in a world that is absolutely interconnected. And what you do in your living room on that morning, it matters. It really matters. And I say that not to say like to put pressure on you. Yeah, I say that not to put pressure. I say that to say you have the opportunity to do something of great value in this world. And don't forget how unbelievably important you are as a parent.
I agree. I think it's a lot bigger wave than we even imagine, the work that we're doing in our own homes and how powerful it is. And thank you so much for that reminder, Abigail. Thank you for everything that you've taught us. We are looking forward to all those resources that you gave us for more instruction. And mamas, I just want to say happy Mother's Day. We love you. We're here to cheer you on. We are all in this together. We're all learning together. And I just want to let you know that you have a support group here.
Yeah, Desi, you do such a beautiful job creating a community for everybody. Thank you for everything that you do.
Oh, thank you, Abigail. I have learned so much from you, and you guys definitely check out those resources that we've mentioned with her. And
yeah, visit me over at realtimeparenting.com. You're welcome to join the 30-day family reset. I'm opening it for a very short time, and then we're going to close for the summer. And also a special last time discount, also for mom conference people. So, and then, and and check out the Hand in Hand Parenting podcast. It's an amazing free resource.
Abigail, I'm so grateful that you've been on with us and taught us so much today. If you guys want to listen to her speak in the mom conference that just happened, we are doing our Mother's Day sale right now, and it's a great resource to help you get tools and perspective shifts to be the mom that you want to be. Because as we talked about, this deliberate training for ourselves, this investment in ourselves is so impactful in helping us be the moms we want to be, but also on a more global level, the wave that we're creating. So until next time, mamas, until the next mini series, thank you, Abigail. We're so grateful that you guys tuned in today.
Thank you. Bye. Take care. Thank you, guys. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.